Hello world, welcome back to Golf Subpar. Colt Knost and Drew Stoltz. And Sleaze, what a week this is going to be. Our first Ryder Cup. We are here live. Three Sheeps Brewing Company. Got us a little up and down IPA.
Started.
Story of your golfing life, up and down. Kind of how you got the name Sleazy.
Had to have them. That's actually a very good point. My namesake right there on the can.
Hazy IPA. But the time is finally here. You and I are on location at Three Sheeps Brewery, just a short drive from Whistling Straits, about 10 minutes away. And on Thursday night, we'll be joined by famed golf instructor, host of the Off Course podcast, and friend of the program, Claude Harmon III. We're going to break down all the first day matchups, give you our predictions. It is going to be a lot of fun. You got to come here. Come check it out live on Thursday and all week long from Three Sheeps, where we will have everything from long drive contests, custom merch giveaways, driver fittings, 17 beers on tap, which we're probably going to try all of them, and more as we cheer on Team USA. Go to the Golf.com Pro Shop for more details on how to purchase your all-access pass. You can also go to that Pro Shop, Sleaze, pick you out a little birdie juice.
We got some new birds. New bird gear is in the house. Check it out right now, just in time for Team USA to be victorious this week, get the job done. There's going to be like a little trophy at the end of the week, so scoop that up right now. A lot on tap there at the Pro Shop.
We're also selling it live here at Three Sheeps. Come get you a little lightweight hoodie, perfect for out at Whistling Straits.
Sheeps, birds, trophies. That's what we're about this week.
I cannot wait. You know, you and I were out there earlier today. The place is buzzing right now. I mean, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
We still got 4 more days until this thing gets started, and it's already packed. The grandstand on the first hole when the guys were teeing off was slammed. You know, there was guys, Brooks and Bryson actually were talking to each other.
That's going to be national news. Like, they'd walk over, hey, dude, pretend to not hate me for 10 seconds so everyone will shut up. All right, you got it. All right, see you later. And then all the articles can be written about that. So that'll be fun. But, yeah, dude, they're out there, like you said, grandstand on 1 Tuesday morning. By the way, a little cold this morning, a little wet. They got a huge rain last night. I mean, it wasn't beautiful sunny. That thing was still filled up. And, like, just walking around the course like we did, I know it's like a little weird getting over here from Europe right now with all the vaccination and all quarantine and whatever. Like, it looked a lot of Team USA fans out there. I didn't see a ton of Europe out there.
No, but it's Tuesday. They're letting USA, I think, get all their energy out, pacing themselves a little bit. But as we mentioned, practice rounds were underway today. We got 3 groups of 4. Let's go over them.
Yeah.
See if it maybe leads to anything as far as the pairing wise.
Speculate.
We got Justin Thomas, no surprise, playing with Jordan Spieth.
Booked. I think that's pretty much in stone.
Okay, but the other 2 in that group were Bryson DeChambeau and Scotty Scheffler, which I find a little interesting. You know, the one pick that was maybe criticized a little bit was Scotty Scheffler, a rookie, hasn't won on the PGA Tour. You know, a lot of people try to read a lot of things into these practice round pairings. We think Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth are going to play together. Are you okay with Bryson and Scotty Scheffler playing together?
I think there's a few that you can just pick out right away. It's like, yep, this is going to happen. Whether it's every single team match, I don't know, but like these guys are going to go together at some point. JT and Spieth, Xander and Cantlay will be inked together. And then I thought Bryson was kind of the question mark. Like, who do you put him with? It's not all personalities.
I'll do it.
I'd love to do it. Do you want to hit wedge 14 times? Yeah, I'd probably do that. So I know they're using a lot of data this year, like who pairs well with one another, but Bryson's a guy like, dude, at the end of the day, I put all the feud and stuff with Bryson aside. Like, do you want to play his tee balls? Yeah. Do you want to let him try to drive some holes out there? Yeah. Or best ball format? Do you want to just unleash him and then you get to kind of play safe? Yeah, I do.
It's a golf course that very much favors distance off the tee. Nobody on the PGA Tour hits it further than Bryson. He's going to have a huge advantage around here. If I'm someone in the Team USA team room, I'm raising my hand and saying I'll play with him.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll go out and destroy everyone.
Yeah, you can go out there for 4 hours and get it done. The guy hits at 350 off the tee. Like, yeah, I think you can suck it up for a few hours. So I think all that. But I think that'd be a good team, a good team between he and Scotty. I didn't know who they'd put him out with. So read into these practice round pairings what you will. You had a lot of speculation. But
once again, it's Tuesday. We still have 2 more days of practice rounds before we get this thing going. But another group, Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay. We think that team is inked. Playing alongside Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa. And now Colin Morikawa was a guy, for me, I was kind of wondering, who are you going to put him with? I mean, he's obviously superstar.
Anyone.
2-time major champion. You can put him with anyone. I, in my opinion, thought I would see Scotty Scheffler with Dustin Johnson. Same agency, play a lot of practice rounds together. Randy Smith, Scotty Scheffler's coach. Dustin Johnson, same sports agency, very, very close friends. Kind of thought I would see that together, which, once again, it could still happen.
It could still change, and yeah, those 2 guys paired up together, both kind of quieter guys out there, not a ton of emotion. I mean, Colin, the best iron player, one of the best iron players in the world. Maybe you give him a bomber if this golf course plays a long ways like they're expecting it to. Maybe you give him a guy that's a little longer off the tee. It's probably the only guy you can point to on Team USA that's not quote-unquote bomber. I think
Yeah.
that gets overplayed. He still moves it out there good, but like maybe you give him a little longer guy as a teammate.
And he hasn't been in the best of form of late, to be honest. Like, he struggled a little bit. You know, he had a really rough playoffs, went from leading the FedEx Cup playoffs to finishing around outside the top 25.
Well, we hadn't seen him miss a cut for
Yeah.
forever, so as soon as he misses one, we're like, oh, he's cold right now. But I want to make a prediction just out of that practice round right there, or that practice grouping. I think Xander and Cantlay this week are our Fleetwood Molinari of Paris. I think that is a wrecking ball waiting to happen. Cantlay, coming off the FedEx Cup, playing maybe the best golf in the world behind Jon Rahm right now. Put him with his best buddy. They hang out all the time on the PGA Tour, and a guy that's just, I think they're just silent assassins out there this week. I think Team Europe putting somebody up against those two guys, they're going to have a hell of a time beating them. And if they keep winning, I think they just stay out there until they say, can't take it anymore. Yeah.
All right, well, we will wait and see. In that final practice round group from Tuesday, Brooks Koepka, Daniel Berger, Harris English, and Tony Finau.
That's the one I'm like, you can put any of those. I think you could pair any four of those guys together. I personally think, and a group I would like to see would be Berger and Bryson together. I think their personalities kind of mesh. There's some swag. They got a little juice out there, both of them. I loved Berger at the President's Cup at Liberty National, talking about how bad he wanted to pummel the internationals. Like, I want this thing to be over mathematically before we even get into singles. I think he wants to go out there and kill people, which is one of the reasons I think he's a captain's pick, because we need those dudes that just got a little bit of how do we say, FU, you know, in the DNA.
That's exactly what you say. Yeah. He does. Both of those guys have it. I'm fine with that pairing. You know, we've seen Brooks Koepka team up with Tony Finau in Paris, so I wouldn't be surprised if they went to that, even though it wasn't hugely successful. But Sleeves, for Team USA, my eyes are focused on Justin Thomas. I think he is the leader of this team. He's going to be the vocal leader. He's going to be out there, you know, ripping and roaring, kind of maybe taking Patrick Reed's place a little bit. He went 4-1 over in Paris. He was the only bright spot of Team USA when we absolutely got destroyed. I've said it before. I think at the end of his golfing career, he's going to be the leading point winner for Team USA in Ryder Cup history. I just think it means that much to him, and I expect him to do big things this week.
And he's a dude you see, like, he's funny in the media. He gets on social media. He does stuff, maybe not to like a Max Homa level, but he's always joking around and stuff. And I think you can easily misconstrue that for, like, he doesn't have that FU that I was talking about. I think he, like, wants to, like we say, like, rip your face off, step on it, embarrass you out there. He's got no throttle back when he's out there. And he was, like you said, the one bright spot last time when we were over in Europe. The only guy that really showed up and played good golf.
Took Rory McIlroy down in singles.
That helps.
He's our guy. I think if we go as Justin Thomas goes, if he has a big Ryder Cup again, I think, you know, the USA's got a great chance. And on paper, I mean, we're enormous favorites.
It's crazy. We're on, like, depending on what book you're looking at. I mean, it's like we're
no. You only look at one book, Sleeves, and it's FanDuel.
Exactly. All the other books are shit. You only look at one, which is FanDuel. What are we? Minus 185.
Minus 186.
I mean, it's hard to believe. I know these are U.S. books, but like, what have we lost? 9 or 12. I mean, if I'm Europe, I'm like, dude, how many we got to win before we're not?
So I'll go ahead and steal a stat from our man Justin Ray, the best golf stat man in the business. Okay, so the U.S. has an average world ranking of 8.9. The Europe is right around 30. 5 times in the history, there's been a gap between the USA and Europe in world golf rankings of 15 or more. The USA is 1-4 in those.
Yeah, dude.
So world ranking doesn't mean shit in this thing.
It really doesn't. Like, look at the end of the day, you got 12 dudes over here really good at golf, 12 guys over there that are really good at golf. They're playing 18 holes, and most of the time, you're not even playing your own ball the whole way around. Like, anything can happen. Look at the World Golf Match Play, WGC. And we got Nick O'Hearn beating Tiger Woods, and you got crazy stuff. It's 18 holes. So
that
like
wasn't an upset.
You throw all that stuff. Nick O'Hearn was slept on.
He's a beast. He beat him twice.
Showed up against Tiger and then kind of vanished for a while. But like, dude, all the ranking stuff. Yeah, we got a beast. We got a team that's, I mean, they're beasts. We got 8 of the top 10. They got good players too. 18 holes in this thing. It's like, throw it out the window. That's why I'm shocked to see how big of favorites we are, because it's the same narrative every year. Look how good we are. Look how good we are, and then we lose.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for this thing to get started.
But I'm going to bet the hell out of it.
Yeah, of course you are. And we're going to get to our picks a little later on. But we're going to be here all week. Three Sheeps Brewing Company. Come by. Thursday night is going to be special. We're going to tell you all about the pairings, break them down, probably predict a lot of wrong stuff.
Correct.
But we're going to have Claude Harmon III here to maybe straighten us out a little bit. Going to be a lot of fun. But Sleeves, our guest this week, huge golfer, part-time hockey player.
That's factual.
Absolute superstar for the Arizona Coyotes. Clayton Keller is going to join us. This man, he can skate, he can shoot a puck, a little better than you.
Yeah, we're kind of the same guy, just he's a little better on skates.
Yeah, and he can play a little golf as well. Scratch golfer.
Yes, good, like all hockey players.
Played with the likes of Jon Rahm, Tony Finau, and me. Don't worry about that part.
Just all the big dogs, all of them.
But man, this kid, he looks like he's about 14 years old, but man, he came into the NHL and made a splash. Did something I'm not sure if it's ever been done before. Played an NCAA tournament game one night. The next night was suited up for the Arizona Coyotes.
That's a joke. I mean, it was straight from college. Hey, grab your shit out of your dorm. You suit up tomorrow night in your hometown, by the way. I mean, it's crazy. He's 23 now. He's been out there for like 5 years.
Yep.
And he'll be getting carded at the bars till he's 47.
That might get brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the way, he makes the NHL awards that are in Las Vegas. Well, he was 19. He couldn't do anything.
Yeah, tough. Are you going to Vegas? Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be
cool.
fun. Oh, no, it won't be.
All
Kitty
right.
table's over there, Junior.
Yep. Well, let's get to it. Here's Clayton Keller on Golf Subpar.
Colt, not only is the Ryder Cup back, but also Rokform is back, also known as the best musical speaker in the entire game of golf.
Are there other speakers?
Not that I'm aware of. If you play golf, you like to party a little bit, like to have some tunes out there, Rokform's the only way to go. You and I have talked about it. You stick this thing on your cart, no clamps needed. I mean, you could tow a truck behind this magnet. That's how strong this thing is. The sound is incredible. Waterproof, beer-proof, birdie juice proof, whatever you spill on it, it ain't gonna phase it. I mean, there's no other speaker in the game like Rokform, period.
And let's talk about the battery life, because that's the most important thing. You and I were out there getting amongst it, drinking the transfusions, or our Three Sheeps Up and Down IPA, and you forget to take it home and charge it after the round.
It happens.
No worries. They last 5 to 6 rounds. The battery life is unbelievable. No one believes me. I test it for them. We'll play every day for a week, show them, still battery life at the end of the
I've
week.
legitimately used it all around. I've left it in my bag, forgotten to take it home, and used it multiple more days without ever having charged
no
it.
problem.
You show up every time like, damn, it's gonna run out of batteries, and it doesn't. Also, if you want to store some music on it, cool. You got an optional micro SD card, stores up to 5,000 songs, so if you catch this place with some spotty service, phone ain't working, you got your library all the way in there right now. So if you want to get amongst it with Rokform, go ahead and go to Rokform.com, enter code SUBPAR. That's 25% off. And also, Rokform just launched their line of iPhone 13 cases, which, like all their cases, have 2 integrated magnets. So you can mount your phone to your golf cart as well. And once you use one of these cases, Colt, you wonder how you ever live without it.
You can't.
Check it out
without it.
Rokform.com. Use code SUBPAR. It's all yours.
And here's Clayton Keller on Golf Subpar.
This man with us here today might love golf more than anyone we've ever had on this show. He's a scratch handicap. Plays all the time, also plays fantasy golf, and in between his rounds of golf, he fills his time by being one of the best forwards in the NHL. Clayton Keller, what's cracking?
Not much. Thanks for having me, boys.
Thanks for being here, brother.
This has been a long time coming.
I know.
How we doing?
Good. Good to see you. It's been a while.
You got the silver leaf on head to toe.
Yeah.
You been out there this summer getting after it?
A little bit, yeah. Not when it's 120, but it's been good. It's a great course. I love it out there. So yeah.
Scratch handicap, that's factual, right? I've been told by some, I think we play, but some people were saying plus, but plus or scratch, right around there.
Yeah, I don't like to be in the pluses because every time I go to the rock, I lose. So.
That's 6 keys broken. That's when he types in on the handicap.
Yeah. 74. What's the difference?
Yeah, I gotta be a 0 at the rock.
Yeah, you're in the middle of your off season right now.
Yeah.
You know, y'all start back here in a couple months. What have you been doing to fill your time? Do you ever get away from hockey for a little while after the season?
Yeah, there's a couple weeks after the season where I'll kind of take some time off, see family, and then it's kind of right back at it. I think, when sometimes things don't go your way throughout the year, you're really motivated to get better and do the extra things in the summer. So I think that was something that I really focused on was getting in the gym and getting a lot stronger and putting on some weight. So I think I did a good job of that for sure.
Our off seasons were much different.
We try to put on weight a different way. Yeah,
put on weight was
just
very
try to
similar.
drink myself into a coma and not move for a month or so. You got the shoot, but you got a shooting range, or what do you call it?
Yeah, like a shooting room. Yeah,
where you just like you can just rip down there.
Yeah. So when I was at my parents' house most of the summer, I kind of had that put in there, and it was something that I had in my house growing up. So I kind of wanted to recreate that, and I feel like it was good for me to have that. Always working on stick handling, shooting, the things that help you score and the real things.
You make Pops get in the goal?
No, never have. My little brother, I'd try to throw him in there.
Here, open your mouth.
But no, it was like if you score, you keep going. If you miss, you got to play goalie. So.
Bro, I could have used you. I texted you because not too long ago, we just had Wiz on like last week, and not too long ago we actually did the hockey bet. And I texted you, I was like, yo, I need one quick tutorial. I didn't know you had a freaking. I could have just driven over to the crib and got some puck work
I
in.
know.
Well, I told him to text. I texted him and told him to ignore you.
Yeah.
I was like, you were getting no coaching.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. You're like, yeah, I'll get you dialed up. But we never did it, obviously. I never follow up on anything. But I could have used that, dude.
I know.
We could have used a lot of things.
I remember I texted Colt. I was like, "Cause it's the middle of the season. I can't come to the ice den and help you work
I
on.
was like, dude,
work
forget the
on your
game tonight,
slap
bud. I
shot."
gotta lift the puck. Let's get our freaking priorities straight.
But how much? I know it's hot here in Scottsdale right now. But how much golf you playing in the off season?
I don't know. I try to get out, a few times a week, whenever it's not super, super hot. But I guess all the time it is. But I think, it's fun. There's a good group of guys here in the summer that, stay around. And it's fun. It's competitive. And that's what I love about the game.
Favorite Arizona Coyote to take money off of?
Phil Kessel, for sure.
What's his digit?
He's like a 3.8, but he's like sneaky. Like, he always makes like the clutch putts. Like, he always, like, when he needs to do something, like, he does it. Like no way he gets it up and down, short sided or whatever, and he does it. Like, all the stroke holes, like, he seems to get it going.
He knows when to perform.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about him was that picture of his theater room that came out.
Yeah.
Where it's just the one like lawn chair
I know.
in the room in front of this massive screen.
Oh, just got one, like
Yeah.
just straight bachelor, like, yo,
Yeah.
I'll get furniture later. All I need is a TV and a chair. So, all right, hold on. That's your favorite Coyote take money off. Favorite tour, because you play out the Silverleaf. You got Finau, Rahm, a
Yeah.
bunch of dudes out there. Have you taken money off any of them? And if so, who do you enjoy the most out of that?
I have not taken money off of many tour players. I'm trying to think. I feel like me and Kevin Struman played together on like a team, and we took some money, but it wasn't off any tour players. But I mean, I guess Colt, if that counts. Maybe like I'm like one for
You
one
got
for
money off me?
one
I
for
guess Cold if that counts.
One
That's
for-
a great clip.
one
We're gonna
for
cut
20.
that audio.
One
You
for
don't
20.
remember that? No,
Nah,
That's a tough.
I don't remember the
club.
losses.
Both clubs where you play at, or where you play a lot of golf, tough to get tour money. I mean, you got a
Yeah.
couple Ryder Cuppers. They're not just handing it out.
No, I think I'm like 0 for 6 against Rahm, so
Yeah, it's
I
only
don't
one.
think I'm ever gonna beat him.
Someone's about to be 0 for 4. at the
What if he
Ryder
shoots
Cup.
10
Yeah.
under every time? I mean, I got no chance. I'm
It's
feeling good. I'm
sickening,
like
isn't it?
even par or whatever, but yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
Sickening
you've
good.
played with a lot of the guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it not just ridiculous to watch him play the game and how easy and how good he is at every facet of the game?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like just like you said, like how good he hits it every single time, and like I put him like 7 times, 6 times, and I haven't seen him make a bogey. I haven't seen him miss a fairway.
It's hard to get money off of those dudes.
Yeah, so yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's definitely like I love doing that. Like I feel like I can like even learn things from him, just like little things or like chip shots or like anything like that. So I love doing that for sure.
Do you ask him like yo, how'd you do that, or you kind of watch and learn?
Sometimes, but like sometimes before we're playing, like he'll just be like chipping around, and I'll go up next to him, and like he was like teach me like one of the shots like around the greens the other day. So I think that's like pretty cool and something I definitely don't take for granted. Like learn from a guy like that.
I think that's the part of his game that gets the least amount of credit. Like everyone knows how good he is off the tee, one of the best in the world. Everything's good, obviously,
Yeah.
but his short game is so nasty, and people, I feel like they doesn't get lumped into that top tier conversation.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I think he missed like out of all the times he's missed one green, and he left it just a little short off the green into like a back right pin, and I was like, all right, this is probably gonna go in, and just like flew it on top of the ridge, like stopped it, and like was like an inch away from going on. I was just like, oh my god,
Yeah, he
I've
makes
never
you
seen
feel
that before.
real shitty about your game. Like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'm really actually not that good. I'm not even close.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's a Monday or Sunday of the Masters. I
Yeah.
mean, he wants to rip your head off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whereas-
You can tell he's got that competitive edge, and like he wants to like every putt. He's like it's like he's he's putting in a major or on Sunday. So I think that's really cool too.
What do you think about that uppercut fist bump he's got? You wouldn't want to take one of those out on the ice.
Probably not. No.
Like, pull that sweater right over your dome. Take one of those.
Let's talk a little hockey though. We can talk. I know we're going to get into a lot of golf here, but let's start back because you obviously started at a very young age.
Yeah.
First time you put on skates.
4 years old.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
natural. Did you look like sleaze out on the ice for
What
the first
took
time?
so
or a little
long?
better?
Maybe a little bit better, but
What the hell were you doing the first 3 years?
I know. Yeah, my mom actually took me to like to a skating party or whatever growing up. One of my buddies, and I just fell in love with the game like ever since then.
So is always hockey coming up for you? Did you play other sports and be like, no, I don't like them as much?
Yeah, I played a lot of sports. Golf, hockey, and baseball were like the three main ones that I played. And I played baseball until I was like, 12 or something. And then kind of hockey took over because, there's summer tournaments and stuff like that. So, but I loved playing all sports. And I think it's great to not just be focused on, one thing when you're young. Like you want to enjoy all sports and then, see which one you like the most.
And for hockey, I feel like it's different because you can go a couple of different directions, out of high school. You can go to college, or is it, what do they call it? Is it junior?
Major, junior, yeah.
Was that a decision for you at all, or were you set on going to college the whole time?
Yeah, it was. I actually committed at a pretty young age, so I wanted to, fulfill my commitment. And I had a lot of guys from the U.S. program that were also going to BU. So I was just like, you know what, I love Boston. The city's unbelievable. When I went to go visit, I was like, I'm living a block away from Fenway Park. Like I spent most of my summer there, like, going to those games. Like it was just an awesome group of guys, and I had a great relationship with the head coach. So it was kind of like a no-brainer for me. Like I like the city. Like I like that style and feel. So
you said you committed at a young age.
Yeah, how young?
What are we talking
14.
Okay.
14, so you're getting letters from BU at 14. I mean, they got to be pretty damn sure at 14. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in 4 years. People discover some things and get distracted a bit.
I'm guessing your recruiting trip wasn't like Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yeah, Bunny, or what was his name? Yeah, Bunny and Bam Bam or whatever. That's a good recruiting trip.
Yeah.
A little different than mine, too.
You took, So what, you were at BU for 1 year, right?
Yeah,
You went 1 year and then... Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, you guys make playoffs, right? And you go and you lose your last game of the year up in Fargo. You fly back to Boston that night, catch a plane like 4 a.m., get on a plane at 8, fly to St. Louis and play your first ever NHL game that next night.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, like you just said it. Like I got back to Boston, flew right to St. Louis, obviously my hometown, and my dad, was at the airport, and like I signed the contract in the airport by the luggage claim, and then basically just went right to the hotel and played that next night. So it was
didn't know any
crazy.
of the guys, any of the team.
I knew like a couple guys that were up at the time, like Jacob Chikrin, Christian Fisher, and guys like the younger guys that I crossed paths with growing up. So it was great. They made it easy on me, so it was good.
Well,
that's wild.
Did you know, like going into that game that night, that if y'all lost, you were out of there?
Yeah, like it was kind of in the back of my mind. Like all my buddies back home were like, "Yo, like the Coyotes, they play in St. Louis in like 2 days," and I'm like at the, national tournament, like where this is the game to go on the Frozen Four, and I was like, I'm just trying to focus on, our team at BU. So
if you're gonna lose tonight, and then that's honestly like the best. If you don't win at all, like that's the best. Your debut, the day after you're sleeping in your dorm or whatever, and all of a sudden now you're on the ice in your hometown.
Yeah,
Has anyone ever done that?
I don't know.
Is that normal stuff for like college kids? Like they lose and then the next night they play?
Yeah, it is. I think it is like a little bit more now, but like some guys, like they'll, if they're ready to leave college, like, and the NHL team isn't necessarily like in the playoffs, or they want to give a guy like a couple games, that's like a thing. So they'll pretty much sign like within the next couple days, and then they'll make it, and then they'll make their debut like a couple days later.
You grew up outside of St. Louis. Like, who was your guy that you idolized growing up?
I mean, there's a few. I was lucky, to be coached by, Keith Tkachuk, Jeff Brown, a lot of former Blues players, Al McInnes. So, I don't know. I definitely loved watching Keith Tkachuk play just because, he coached me, and, like, I would go to the games, with my dad or my grandpa, and, like, I would literally sit in warm-ups, and he would, like, kind of wave at me, and, like, that. I thought that was so cool. So he was definitely a guy that I, like, looked up to on the Blues for sure.
When you go to BU to play hockey, I mean, that's like that's a blue chip program. It's like going to Duke to play basketball or something like that. What's your level of like celebrity on that camp? Is that like being the star quarterback at Texas or something?
I mean, I don't know if it's that extreme, but
it's
I
good.
think, yeah, it's good.
But it ain't terrible.
Like, obviously, BU, there's no, like, football team or anything like that, so hockey's kind of, like, the main thing. Like, that's like, one of the pitches against, like, BU versus BC. Boston College has, like, a football team, and they're also, big. They got a basketball team. Like, BU, they have a basketball team, too, but it's not as big. But I think it's definitely, like, the biggest sport on campus, and, they've always been pretty successful and had some legendary players and coaches go through there. So it's definitely a great program for sure.
All right, well, we've had quite a few hockey guys on here. Jeremy Roenick, Mike Commodore, Ray Whitney. We've learned you guys are rather superstitious. So give us Clayton Keller's maybe pregame rituals or superstitions.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, yes, I love this.
I don't know. I mean, nothing like too crazy, but like, I'm trying to think. I mean, like I always put my left side of like my gear on first with everything. Yeah.
Common one, yeah.
Some guys are like left or right. I try to tape my sticks like at the same time when I get to the rink, and like try to in between periods, and then. What else? Like if I have a good game, I'll wear the same suit or like things like that. Wear the same socks. So I mean, if I go on a long stretch, it could go on a little bit.
After smelling them, that's the worst idea I could possibly imagine.
Yeah, but no, nothing like too crazy. I'll try to same thing if I what I had the night before for dinner. I'll try to like repeat that at home if I felt good or things like that. So nothing like too crazy, I guess, but like it's definitely have some for sure.
Cold brew, right?
What do you mean?
Don't you drink cold brew before the games?
A little bit, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Cold brew?
Please drinks 47 Red Bulls.
I have a grizz of Red Bulls
Yeah,
today.
that's another thing. Like if I'm playing well, I kind of stick with something, but like cold brew or Red Bull or whatever it has.
Yeah, I like to feel like my heart's on the brink of exploding without exploding.
Yeah, you like that on the golf course?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. You can make putts like this.
Yeah,
you can make them with anything.
Yeah.
When you sign that contract, you come in, you're off the plane, you're signing in your sweats or whatever, and all of a sudden you're on the ice. You're 18 years old. I mean, you're sleeping in a dorm, I would assume, or something at BU, and now all of a sudden, bam, I got money.
Yeah,
and I'm 18.
Yeah.
I'm a kid. Did you go out and do anything stupid with it, or are you pretty
No,
tight?
not really. I mean, since I only played like a couple games after the season, it was kind of like at first I was like, wow, this league is like so hard and everybody is so good, and like it kind of I don't know, like showed me how hard I had to work to get to where I want to be. And I had a great summer. I spent like my whole summer here. Like we had like 4 or 5 young guys that were here as well, so we would train and play golf. I think we played golf like every day, like going into my first season. So it was great, and I loved it.
And it's hard to blow a ton, I guess, when you're 18. Like, I mean, not that you couldn't get in places, but most of the places you're going to go blow it, you need to be 21.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly.
So.
You can't go to Vegas and, ID.
Yeah. I saw an interview you did with Biz Nasty at the NHL Awards in Vegas, and he's like, you've been ripping it up. And you're like, well, I'm not 21 yet.
Yeah,
so no, I haven't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was actually like an event after the awards, like after my rookie year, and they were like, sorry, you can't go here. It's not 21. So
it's gotta
great
be a
season. You're out. Though.
After a big game, and you gotta like ask one of the vets, like, hey, dude, can you buy me some beer? Like a high school kid. Hey, dude, come on, be cool. Go get me a sixer.
Yeah, I know.
Be a buddy.
Well, you haven't had the chance yet to hoist the Stanley Cup,
yeah.
but we've always said it's the greatest trophy in sports, and an unbelievable tradition. How everyone on the team, gets their day. I'm sure you've thought about it.
Yeah.
What would your day be like if you got to have the cup for a day?
I'd probably take it to my hometown. I think I come from a small town, and I think it'd be great to have it there and with family, friends, and I think it'd be a great time. And then I'd probably take it to one of the rinks where I grew up playing, and kind of do a whole thing there with kids and spread it that way. So yeah, I think it'd be great.
When you're done with all
bring
that
thing.
Call us.
Yeah.
We'll show up for the after party.
You were right down the street, bro. You know that. I'll show you how to lift the puck down in your basement, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Did you ever you're signing letters at 10 at 14. Did anything? You've always been like really good, like a stud coming up. Did doing anything other than play hockey, or like, what if this doesn't work out? Did that ever cross your mind?
No, like never did once, to be honest. I mean, from a young age, I always, had the drive and work ethic to, get to the next level. And I mean, I've said it before, but I was not the biggest guy growing up. And like my dad and grandpa were always like, if you want to make it, you have to work twice as hard just being a smaller guy. And that really, sat with me. And I feel like I definitely did a lot of extra work growing up and still continue to do. So.
Yeah, there's some big guys out there on the ice in the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any guy that when you're on the ice, you're like, oh, boy, he's over there. I got to watch out for him.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many like big, fast players. Like obviously, like there's guys that fight, but like they're not gonna fight me. Like so, it's I don't know. I mean, I feel like my game's a little different, and the way I play is never really gonna cross paths, I guess, with those guys. But I mean, I guess if it did happen, I'd probably just put my stick up and.
What's the guy that was in Vegas last year? Seth Reeves.
Ryan Reeves.
Ryan Reeves. Oh,
yeah.
Look out for him.
Yeah.
He scares me.
Yeah.
I'm not even out there.
Have you been in a fight?
No.
Are you like off limits? Is it like if someone on your team sees somebody roughing you up or whatever? Is that like they like intervene?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think so. I mean,
That's
yeah,
nice.
I've never
So you can just talk on
been in a
unlimited
fight.
shit.
No, I don't do that.
I'm kidding.
I just let my play. I try to let my play do the talking. You know.
Like Ray, but different.
Yeah,
Like
you're
the
really
Wizard.
similar to Wiz,
Wizard,
but
yeah.
way less obnoxious.
Yeah.
But let's talk about where's your favorite away game destination and least favorite.
Other than my hometown, for a favorite?
Obviously, it's got to be fun going to St. Louis. Let's take
Yeah.
St. Louis out.
Okay.
Favorite arena to play in away from Arizona.
Probably Vegas or Nashville.
Yeah, they get a little rowdy.
Is that
around
just
there.
because
Yeah.
the fans are the like most
Yeah,
nuts?
Vegas is like even just coming out for warm ups. Like it's so cool. Like it's literally like you're like in a nightclub when you're coming out. Like the music is louder, 10 times louder than anywhere else in the NHL, and so it's just got like a different feel, and like it definitely like pumps you up, you know. Like so that's definitely
I feel like every hockey player
popular,
says like
yeah.
Vegas. I'm so
Yeah.
surprised by it too with everything else going on in Vegas. It's like
Yeah.
but I guess they're just
They're
starved.
fans are there.
Starved for sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
even the Raiders now like have
Yeah, like their fans are there like 2 hours early, like before, and like
Yeah.
you know, it's the arena's like full no matter what day it is or who they're playing. So that's like super cool.
All right, least favorite.
Least favorite? I don't know. I mean, there's not many places that I don't like playing. Like some places are cold, but that's not bad. I don't know. I wouldn't say there's one that I don't love to play at.
Ottawa can't be that cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're supposed to shit all over somebody, then NHL.com
All right,
will
say
pick it up.
something bad.
Go
Say something
ahead.
bad about Babcock. That's like our thing. Do you know Babcock
Like,
at all?
no,
We like to
like-
crush him on here.
like-
Never met him. Couldn't pick him out of a lineup, but I fucking hate the guy.
Like Commodore, yeah.
If Kami and Wiz both hate him, I'm out on him.
Yeah.
You better not catch me in the streets,
Kami's
Babs.
interview was good, yeah.
It was great.
Babs
Yeah.
is listening.
Part 2 is coming very, very soon.
Oh, great.
All right. I heard from little Birdie there's a rather big golf match coming up between two of your teammates. Jacob Chikrin and Christian Fisher are supposed to battle it out for $10,000.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yes.
I'm supposed
I like
to ask
that.
you who you got.
Well, who does Chick get to like play a little bit? Because he had the wrist, you know, he had some time off from golf. So at their best, it's a tough answer. It really is.
It sounds like it's going to happen more towards the end of the year, so
Yeah.
Chick can play a little bit.
Yeah.
Fish says he's down to a 0.
Yeah.
Hockey guys are good, dude.
They argue every single day on who's better and who's a worse putter, and Chick says he's the worst scratch golfer he's ever seen. So I don't know. I mean, right now I would take Fish, but in the long run, I don't know. Chick bombs it, like literally
pretty
kills the ball.
Surprising.
So if he can I think it's a match. If he can keep it straight and like in the fairway, then I think it'll be really close.
Fish wants me on the bag.
Does he?
Yeah.
10%, bro.
10%.
That's a good
Are you
move.
in?
Drive the cart around.
I'll come out there and watch these idiots
Yeah,
puke over themselves
Drive
for
the
10
cart
grand.
around. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't
Well, I
bad
need
at
you to
all.
read the putts.
It'd be great. I just want to watch these idiots play for $10,000.
Hey, come read this. No, dude, you got it.
Yeah,
No,
you
just
got it.
10%.
Yeah.
10%.
No, I'd love to be there too.
All the hockey guys love golf. Like that's how many guys on the Coyotes? Like, what percentage would you say are like into golf in some way?
I mean, I think for the most part, like everyone, like even
Yeah.
the European guys, like they love watching it. Like maybe not, some of them aren't like the best players or don't play as much, but they still like love watching it. Like, you know, whether it's the Masters that's on or, you know, the Ryder Cup coming up, like we talk about it, and it's super cool.
Because I've gotten texts from you before where it's like, I feel like you're in the locker room about to go out on the ice, like, hey, who should I take in my fantasy lineup? And you send me like the 6 pictures, like, which of
Yeah.
these guys do you like? I'm
Yeah.
like, barn rat.
Yeah, that's right.
Always barn rat.
Yeah. No, I love that stuff too. So hopefully you can pick me a winner here sometime soon.
Yeah, I haven't been good. You text Cole, like, who gives better
Trust
picks?
I don't know. He was on a
I was
tear.
on a heater.
Yeah,
for a
Yeah,
while.
you should
he-
pick those same picks on this show.
Yeah, no, I don't
We've
do
been
that.
struggling.
Well, he sends me these options, and I pick them, and I was on a heater for like 2 months.
He
I just
picked
said
like
the rat.
the winners for like 5 straight tournaments. I was like, oh my god. Like,
You're not taking
Then it
these
went-
back to the show, and then you just go completely aboard.
Yeah.
Anyone you want to take shots at on tour for messing up your fantasy league, that's what guys like to do. You're an athlete, so you can do it. Anybody let you down big this year?
I don't
Maybe
know.
Max.
It's like, you know,
Probably
because
Max.
it's like
Say
a
Max.
team, so it's not like just one guy. Like you
Yeah,
need,
but-
you know. So
Max sometimes probably let you down, don't you think?
I don't think I've ever picked him, to be honest.
That's even better.
Oh,
I
play
can't
better.
let you down
It's
when you don't
tough.
play,
I mean,
Max.
It's tough to pick guys because, you know, it's some guys are more expensive and stuff like that. So
I love that you're into fantasy golf.
Yeah.
It's funny to think of other pro athletes like sitting around like, yo, who should I take? Should I take Streelman this week? I don't know. Like, it looked like shit last week.
Are you on Sundays, if you don't have a game or anything, are you glued to the TV watching golf?
yeah, usually if we're not like obviously playing or I'm doing something, then I like to relax, and I think it's good to have that especially it's a long season to get your mind away from hockey sometimes and relax a little bit and watch golf. Yeah.
Did you play on the high school team growing up?
Golf team?
Yeah.
So like when I went to prep school in Minnesota, they had like they had a thing where you had to play like a spring sport. So I played hockey, obviously, and then after that, we all could choose a sport. So I played golf, and so that was a ton of fun. Like we got to miss like Mondays on school.
Perfect.
Like
Best part of
so
playing
yeah, it was
basketball.
awesome, and it was like they had a rule where like the golf guys couldn't play on the golf team during that time, so it was literally all hockey guys. So like there was like 6 of us. We'd take like the bus and go like somewhere random in Minnesota and just like stay in a hotel and just like it was awesome. So much fun.
Low round in a tournament.
Flowing around, and it was so long ago. It was probably like 78.
I was 22. It was like 6 years ago.
I know. I was
You're in high school.
I was like
4 years ago,
I was like
bro.
14.
Okay, 8 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah, probably around like 78 or something. I wasn't nothing special back then.
All right, low round now ever.
66.
Ooh,
So
where?
Leaf?
Yeah, but it was from the black tee, so I don't
66,
I don't
wow.
know.
Break down
from
your-
the silver 67.
I'm gonna
Break
scroll
down your
through,
golf
see
game right now. Scouting report on Clayton Keller's golf game. Let's give us strengths, weaknesses, all that. How would you break it down?
Strengths, I would say like, driver's definitely my favorite club. I'll hit it anywhere. I like to think my short game's okay. Like me and my dad used to always go practice, so that's why I think I have an okay short game and in the bunkers. But I don't know, definitely long irons or something that's always been tough for me, I guess, just because of how I swing, and it's like I de-loft them a little bit. So
Hockey players lean it so much.
I know.
It's a
Yeah.
struggle, but
They can make hybrids for
beautiful golf swing.
yeah,
Beautiful
Thank you.
golf
Very
swing.
good golf
Effortless
swing.
power.
Very good golf
I
swing.
hate it. More shit. Throwing everything I got into it goes nowhere.
I'm 30 by him, but he hits a hybrid to like 5 feet.
I
And
know,
I'm
those
like, I missed the green.
Damn hybrids.
Yeah.
Outlaw those things.
Yeah.
All right, give me this. Most nervous you've ever been on the golf course?
Ooh. I've never been like super nervous, but maybe when I was playing with like Jon Rahm or
time you
Streelman for
played
the
with Rahm, I was
first
gonna
time.
say,
Yeah. That was like, all right, just make contact, but I think I hit it in the fairway.
There's
so.
no one better in the world than this guy.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I'm about to play with him.
It's crazy to think about for sure.
Yeah. Are you like a fan when you show like first times like Rahm, Finau, all those guys are out there? You're in their locker room picking them on your fantasy team, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I'm teeing up with them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, it's super cool that they're there, and I'm not going to, like, annoy them or anything. Like, it's just like, it's like a friend, a guy that you like to play with, learn with, and, love something, that you do. So, yeah.
You got to spend a day in Vegas with Colin Morikawa, correct?
Ooh.
Yeah, we went up there, and we were at the Summit Club, I think, and the guy that was hosting us there seemed to know him pretty well, so we got to talk to him for a little bit.
What
I
a
think it was
dick,
before the
Yeah,
PGA.
is he as big of an asshole as he seems?
Oh,
He's so unlikable, that kid.
yeah. No, he was super nice. Like, he was great. I think it was before the PGA, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, to watch him.
He can teach you to hit long irons.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Just do
clinic.
that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
do that.
I know.
All right, tell us right now, favorite guy to root for on the PGA Tour?
Like playing or not? Like,
Yeah,
I
no.
wanna say,
When you turn on the TV, you're like, I want that guy to win. Take away your gambling and fantasy.
like,
your
obviously
favorite
I want to say Tiger, but that's like
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Other than
that's-
Tiger, who do I root for?
Yeah.
There's so many guys like that I like to watch and that I like root for. Like I love Morikawa, I love JT, I like Ricky, I like Rahm. Obviously Streelman, those guys. I think it's so tough to pick one because when one guy wins, it's like he's, it's great to see that guy win, and then the next week it's someone else. Also Cantlay lately, I like his.
He's easy to root for lately.
Yeah, I like his attitude and how he goes about his things and. Just like those clutch putts he made, like not many guys could do that. So.
And all the emotion.
Yeah, like he just stayed,
fired up.
even keel the whole time. So I had a lot of respect for
I think
that.
we need some more TV time with his girlfriend involved. She's
I
okay to
haven't
look
seen
at.
her. No.
He's winning on and off.
Yes, he is.
But you mentioned Kelly, like he's a pretty quiet, reserved dude. Like you're the same way. But if you look at any article written by you, like coming up and everything, like the one word that is constant in there is swagger. This kid's got swagger. But it's not like, you know, you think of bravado and things like that. What's your thing that gives you swagger? Because it's not like, you know, talking yourself up.
Yeah, no, I think I've always just had that like inner drive and, you know, wanted to prove what I can do on the ice and let the rest take care of itself. And, you know, I think that's definitely a good like comparison of how like Cantlay goes about things. And he's definitely a quiet guy, and I'm quiet and shy sometimes too. So I think, I think it's a good comparison too.
Yeah, that's how I am too. We're the same.
You're exact same
like
person.
Exact same. Don't ever talk and just be good.
All
I
right.
think last time I saw you was maybe at Whisper Rock, and I think you threw your ball into the water like on 18.
Doesn't sound like me.
It doesn't sound like you.
It feels like probably another guy, the skinny guy with a visor on it. There's a rock in the lake on 18 that I always make a bet with people. If I hit the rock, it's some sickening, like, you know, 30-1 number.
Yeah.
It's like 90 yards, and I try to hit it, and I've never hit it one time.
Never hit it.
But so I throw it in.
Keep trying.
There.
Don't ever
I throw it in
give
there. One of these days, I'm gonna actually clip it. Someone's gonna owe me some money.
Yeah, I hope you hit it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you one more before we get to the emergency 9.
Okay.
Give you a full season on the PGA Tour. Does Clayton Keller make a cut?
A full season?
You get 30 events.
No.
No?
No.
Very honest. I like it.
I
Tony Romo thinks he wins 3 majors and 4 other times.
I'm not saying I'd win the Grand Slam, but I would be right there. Maybe the Tiger Slam.
I just have so much respect for those guys, and like it's just like a completely different ball game. Like, you know, the random guy will think, oh, he's good, but then, you know, you see a tour player hit the ball and it's like not even close, and then they have all the pressure and just everything else that comes with it. Like I think that's like asking a tour guy, if you gave him a couple of years, can he play in the NHL? The answer is no. Like
I don't know.
Have you not
some
watched
scouts
that?
have been reaching out, brother. We might be teammates.
Yeah.
I don't want to spill anything. I'm under an NDA, but we might be sharing the ice together. Some people that like this off.
I think you're safe.
Raw material.
He will
they
not
call
be a
me.
guy you're worried about on the
They also
ice.
said I'm swagger and I'm strong and silent like you. So we'll be the duo.
You think any guys can make the cut on a full season? Like
any athlete from a different sport? No.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
Make one cut? No.
Yeah, I mean they shoot so low. It's like
Tony's gotten the most chances, and Tony like legitimately is a plus hand. He's a good player.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been like it's a ways away.
He hasn't.
Like,
He's
tournament
put around
golf's
together,
way
but putting
different.
2 together, you know, like
That's
and
the
not
deal.
having one bad hole that derails. Like it's.
Yeah, you can't make one.
I would say
tee
he's the
shot or
closest,
anything.
honestly, but he hasn't been close.
I mean, Mark Mulder
Yeah.
dominated that celebrity event. I mean, won 3 times, and he sat right here and said, "There is 0 chance I'm going to make it." He played the Safeway, the one that's in Napa this week.
Yeah,
a couple years ago, and he's like 0 chance.
really? Yeah.
And some guys are
That's
good.
what I said too.
But
Yeah.
it's like you saying, like, dude, you get inside the ropes, and now there's like the first time you played with Rahm at Silverleaf, you were nervous. Now put however many thousand around you, and you got to do it every single shot.
Yeah,
It's hard to play.
It's like you know, obviously they've been playing their whole life, and like they're just like so committed to golf, and then they go up through playing tournament golf. Like, you know, everyone else really hasn't played tournament golf for lots of money or whatever it is. Like
You
different sport.
You don't see too many pins 3 from the edge at
That's
Silverleaf
another
either.
thing.
no, like that one day when we played at Whisper, you were like, I think they set it up. It was after like COVID, and they're like, they set it up to kind of be like a tour thing on the greens, and I was like, I can't believe this, and you're like, this is nothing. Like you should see it on Sunday anywhere, you know?
Yeah, I mean they're 3 and 4 from 4 max.
There's
from
not
the
a
edge.
dude in another sport that could play a weekend.
Yeah.
It would take. I love when they try just because it's great
it's fun.
TV.
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah,
and
like
I think
Steph Curry too. Yeah.
Steph can play. I mean, he's played that Web.com. I think he beat Mallinger in that tournament, by the way.
Hopefully.
At least in round 1 or something like that. But yeah, that's a tough ask.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to the E9, shall we?
Of course.
All right. You know the drill, Clayton Keller. Emergency 9 fun questions. Ask this to everyone. We changed it a couple months ago.
Okay.
You trade lives with anyone, dead or alive, for a day. Obviously, when they were alive. You don't want to trade lives with them if they're dead. But you can trade lives with anyone. Be them for a day. Who would it be?
Literally anyone.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Perfect.
Current
Playing
Michael
or
Jordan?
current? Yeah.
Playing. Yeah.
Playing?
Yeah.
And his life right now pretty good. You want to play 54 a day and smoke cigars and drink? It might be better than dropping 40 on somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
MJ.
Michael Jordan or Wayne Gretzky, one of the greats for sure.
Not a bad choice,
Wayne,
either one.
Wayne,
Yeah.
not terrible. All right, next one. If you did a 23andMe, do you think it's possible that it would come back that Ricky Fowler is your dad? Dude, bro. Yeah, right there with him.
I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that I looked like him, and I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
There's no maybe. Has anyone ever asked you for an autograph? I was thinking you were Ricky.
Yeah, one time,
awesome.
like 2 years ago, I was actually at like TPC, and I just like went up there. I was playing, and these two guys were like, "Hey, can we get a picture?" I was like, "What?" like, "You're Ricky, aren't you?" I was like, "No, I'm not."
You should have been like, "Yeah."
Watch the swing. I'm not laying off the top.
Exactly. If you show up at the Bird's Nest this year in an orange Puma, you might have a time. I'm just saying. There's a lot of people out there that show up that know a little bit about golf, but not a lot, and they wouldn't blink. They wouldn't bat an eye.
If you're single,
that's what I'm saying, dude. This is a good idea. I'm offering.
I know.
All right. Okay.
All right. At the end of the NHL season, if you add up all your time on the ice, is it higher than all your time on the massage table?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Your boys like to say you spend a little time on the massage table.
I don't know what the big thing about that is, but yeah, they're on it just as much as me. But
like he gets 4 massages a day.
It's like them, like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I like to take care of my body. What's wrong with that?
Nothing,
it's what I do for a living, and so I'm gonna, do that.
Massager.
Take care of the business, dude. You got to treat the business right.
Exactly.
How many? What is the regime
for massages?
Like during the season, are you one a day guy?
It depends, I think. I think it's like I said, important to stay on top of that stuff, just groins, hips, all that stuff, and obviously you can do stuff in the weight room too. But I don't know, probably I would do it once on game day, nothing crazy. Chicks on the table more than anyone. So.
Well, he didn't bury you, just so you know.
It was definitely fish, yeah.
All right, take care of your business. Nothing wrong with that. All right,
groin.
If you had to lean in and take a huge whiff of one of the following, which would you pick? A pair of hockey socks after a game, or an actual piece of dog poop?
Probably
a big whiff.
Probably hockey socks, just because I've smelled it
I
before.
don't know that it can be worse than those.
I don't know. Especially growing up when you played, you didn't shower when you were super young, so it would just, the locker room would just smell so bad. Even in the car, my hockey bag.
I can't imagine the car. In the back of the SUV, just stinking that thing up.
Just reeks the car up.
Wiz gave me a helmet with a used chin strap, and I think it was part of his strategy. After 5 minutes, I thought I was going to pass out. It was the worst. I was like, do you not wash anything? There's got to be some sort of health regulations.
Some fungus in there or something.
Yeah, dude, I almost died.
I love it. All right, well, a few years ago, you signed a rather nice extension here in Arizona.
Yeah, good job.
Big contract.
Nice.
Did you treat yourself to anything?
Nothing really. I mean, building a house, so that was probably the one thing. So that was nice to get. Not yet.
It takes a lot of lumber, bro. There's a lot of lumber at that.
So that was probably what I'd say. But
didn't you order a new Porsche too?
I have a new car. Yeah. Porsche, yeah.
Okay, well, that's kind of tricky.
Forgot about the house and I haven't bought anything.
Which Porsche did you
get? 911 Turbo S.
Is it fast? Slow?
Yeah, it's slow. It gets around.
You
get
to Glendale pretty quick out there?
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Well, that's good. Do you have any other things dudes watches and things like that? Or are you not? Not you?
I don't know. I've always been a car guy because my dad was the same way, cars and shoes. So growing up, we'd always watch car stuff, whatever, and so he's definitely the one that got me into cars, but not super big into anything else. A little bit into watches, but nothing crazy.
Is the car you got your dream car, or is there something else out there?
I think there's something else out there, but not for
There's
a
always
while.
something out there.
Not for a while.
You and the barn rat could have a time together.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he was on.
We got you down if you
right?
need watches and cars.
Yeah.
He would already spent that contract.
He likes his back against the wall. He just finished runner-up over there in Europe. That's gone. However many pounds that was,
does he have status?
Stimulating the economy over in Europe.
He got his tour card back.
Yeah, he's back. Really? It's the year of the rat, dude.
Yeah.
If you text me this year, I'm telling you, you send it on him. Just trust me.
That.
All right, this one I'm actually interested in. Would you give up 1 year of your NHL career in exchange for 1 year on the PGA Tour?
No.
I thought he might, dude. I thought you would be one guy that might.
No.
Not. I mean,
figured you would.
30 events, dude. Think how good you get. Yeah, maybe you're old and washed, but you're kind of riding it out, and you're like.
I think I'd still enjoy hockey more. So.
You don't get hit. You wouldn't have to get as many massages.
I know you're right.
You still could though.
I don't know.
I thought you might. All right, I was curious on that one. I thought you might say, I'd give one up just to see what it's like on the other side.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Coaches will like that answer.
Yeah.
All right, next one. I know you like to gamble a little bit. I'm going to let you set the over-under. At what age you stopped getting carded for alcohol? Dead?
Yeah, maybe.
Yesterday.
I don't know. Probably I'd probably have to say I'm 23 now, so probably like 25 and a half.
I'll take the over for everything.
You will?
Oh my!
Or maybe
you're gonna get carded when you're
26
38.
26 and a half, maybe.
Yeah, I got carded the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, and I look like a grown man. Dude, I'm a grown ass man, bro. I was like, I didn't know whether to be insulted or flattered. I was like, I feel something, but I'm not sure what it is yet, bro. But here you go.
Nice. I love it.
All right, rank the following people in order of their popularity in the city of St. Louis. You, Nelly, Adam Long.
Poor Adam Long. God.
You know who Adam Long is?
Yeah, he's a golfer, right?
Yeah. I was
told
kind
you
of
you'd know who he
hoping
was.
he didn't know.
He's like, well, you know who he is? I'm like, yes, he watches golf. Of course
I
you know who he
mean,
is.
I'd like to say, I don't know, probably Nelly. Nelly's pretty popular.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You're forgetting one, though, Jason Tatum. He's probably, He's probably up there now, but...
Chingy.
Brett Hall. I mean, he's not from there, but he's kind of the
Darius
man.
Miles.
I mean, based on those three, probably Nelly, me, and Long.
Yes!
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yes. Were you even old enough to be around when Nelly was doing it?
Yeah, like I always
You're
heard
like
his music, but like in St. Louis, like he was like huge, and I don't know, like my dad, like his firm or whatever, used to like manage some of his money at the time, I guess, or like he was telling me about it one day, or one of his buddies, but so yeah, he's pretty popular back then.
Yeah. Maybe bring the Band-Aid out next time. Band-Aid on the cheek next time you
Yeah,
play.
yeah, that's
Homage
right.
to Nelly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, Adam, you're last.
All right, last one. You're having a massive, high-stakes golf match. You can pick any player in the NHL to be your partner. Who's it going to be? Current NHL player.
Probably Nick Schmaltz.
Oh, your own teammate, Schmaltzy.
Yeah.
He's the best going, you think, in the NHL?
Like best player?
Yeah.
He's got to be up there for sure. Yeah, he hits it really good, so I'd probably pick him for
All right,
sure.
Schmaltzy, you're in.
Yeah.
It's a feather in the cap
Yeah.
for the young man.
He does have some nice game. Played with him a few times.
Smashes
He can get
it.
it going. They all smash it.
I know.
Yeah, but you still hit it inside, so it
That's
doesn't
true.
matter.
But yeah, I can't skate though.
You haven't tried. Maybe next time we run you against Wiz.
No, thank you.
Same bet.
Yeah, same bet.
He better hope I don't get some steam. I'm a little heavier than you are.
Yeah, true. I'll come behind you, dog. I'll push him right in.
Did you get a shot over the?
No. Well, I was knuckle pucking for a while, and they had vetoed it. I was coming. I
really?
needed like 2 more knuckle pucks. I would have had it in. The rule was lift one puck sitting on the ice, and they never said you can't sit it up, upright like my man on Mighty Ducks. So I started flicking that thing, and they got real nervous and shut it down.
Well, it was flat on the ground. It never got off the ice.
It barely went from me to Colt.
I think you asked me that, and I was like,
"Yeah, dude,
you were like, do you have a chance?" I was like, "Absolutely not."
And Wiz gave me these shit pucks that were rigged. They were like magneted to the ice.
They were heavier,
Yeah, it was something. I couldn't. And then I got super gassed, and I was like, "Nah, I'm out."
I've never seen a human sweat more than he was.
Dude, it was a joke, and that's what I'm saying. The smell, and I'm smelling that chin strap because I couldn't take my helmet off. I might fall at any time, crack my head, so I had to leave it on. I was just breathing in.
That head would have hurt the ice.
I was bringing in, yeah, dude. Yeah, we had to rebuild the ice den after that, but I was just breathing in dump the whole time. It's impossible to hit a puck.
All right, well, maybe we'll let him give you a little coaching session sometime, and then we'll run it back.
I like that. I'll help you some chipping.
All right.
I love that.
Clayton Keller, thank you so much, my man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks, Dougie.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was Clayton Keller on Golf Subpar. Sleaze, he's a little quieter than we are, but still, the kid is unbelievable. I mean, what a talent. By the way, signed a rather nice contract there in Arizona.
He's got a new crib going in. It's not terrible, and 23. It's hard to believe he's 23. He's been in the league for a long time. Like you said, came straight out of, lost his last game in college. Hey, go home to Boston, get your gear. You suit up tonight in St. Louis. I mean,
crazy.
The dude gets it done. I mean, it's hard to, he never even contemplated doing anything. I was like, why would I ever have a plan B when I'm just really sick and I score a ton of points everywhere I go?
I've heard people ask him, like, what would you do if you weren't a hockey player? He's like, well, I'd try to play on the PGA Tour. And the guy's got some game. Got one of the most beautiful swings I've ever seen. Absolutely effortless. Smashes it. Low round to 66. I mean, the guy can go.
Oh, and when he already plays a ton of golf, when he retires, he's going to be Jordan 36 a day, sun up to sundown type of guy. And I'm not bullshitting. Like, if he shows up at the Phoenix Open this year in some orange Puma gear and the hat, he looks like Ricky Fowler. Like, dude, he would have carte blanche to do whatever he wanted around that joint. So, not a terrible idea.
It's Sleaze. We have got to get out there for that big match between the Arizona Coyotes. Christian Fisher, Jacob Chikrin, straight up 10K. I'm going to be there. Yeah. I love this action.
I'll caddy for that, straight up, no problem. When I say caddy, I mean drive the cart, talk shit, not really actually do anything. Absolutely. And I'm also forgot that I'm angry at Clayton because I did text him before our little duel with Wiz, and I was like, yo, dude, just sneak me a 10-minute puck lesson. I just need you to teach me. And he was like, haha, yeah, we can get it done. But I never went over there. But I didn't know he had a freaking shooting alley in his basement.
Yeah, well, I told him he wasn't allowed to.
Quick.
There was no lessons allowed before that.
I forgot that he's on my shit list.
By the way, that video's back up and it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, check that out. That was a hell of a production. A little mini 30 for 30. Sleaze gets his ass kicked by Wiz.
Let's get Clayton Keller in this American century. I think he can contend for it.
Without question. Dude, he's legit scratch, trending towards lower than scratch. It's not for a lack of practice or anything like that. No offense to that tournament. There's some dudes out there that A, I haven't heard of, and B, don't put up some big any kind of numbers that are respectful at all. Slide some dudes in there that can play a bit. And Wiz.
I'm with you. Well, Sleaze, it is time to add a little excitement to your golf watching experience by betting on the Ryder Cup at FanDuel Sportsbook. And what is FanDuel?
The #1 sportsbook on the planet.
That is right, and their app is so simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and exclusive always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boost on the biggest events to let you get more action out of every game day. And then if you win, they even get your winnings safely as in 24 hours.
I'm going to win, so I'm going to have my money within 24 hours. I'm going to bet my absolute face off for the Ryder Cup.
I was going to say, is there a bigger event to bet on?
100% no. Well, there's a lot of fun ones to bet on, but I'm going to be firing this week as well. If you like a serious gamble that likes to get super weird, they got a lot of betting options. Player props, futures, whatever bet you're looking for. Live betting, very easy. Football game kicks. Oops, I missed it. It's all right. Just sign in. Start firing. Fuck. Just sign in, start firing. Can I just start it from right there with the football game kick?
So bad.
These things are. I'll just start with live betting. They got live betting. If football game kicks off and you missed it, no sweat. You just sign in, start firing on that. And they got odds boost every single day where you can get crazy odds on some bets, and there's a good chance to make a lot of money.
Well, let's get to some of these odds for the Ryder Cup because this is going to be a lot of fun. And FanDuel is giving you a ton of options here. And I'm going to go with a couple of my favorites, okay?
Yes.
I said it earlier. I think my man Justin Thomas is on a mission.
Okay.
He is here to wreck Team Europe. He went 4-1 over in Paris, beat Rory McIlroy in singles, and he's plus 750 to be the top point getter among both teams.
I like that.
Plus 750. $100 wins you 750. I like that. This man is on a mission, I'm telling you.
Is he the odds-on favorite for Team USA points?
For Team USA, he is. Jon Rahm is the favorite at plus 700.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on that points theme. I'm gonna give you top point getter for the entire cup. That's my prop bet as well that I like. I'm gonna go a little bit different, but he's a part of that team that I think is gonna destroy this week. And I'm gonna go with Patrick Cantlay to be top point getter in the entire cup. That's plus 1,000. Okay, so you get a Bettasino, get back a foul. I mean, dude, the guy's hotter than a firecracker right now. I think if he and Xander win, that team ain't getting. I think they'd have to go lose in their first two for them to get split up. Even if they lose one, I think it shot them back out there again. They both want to play with each other. They're both incredible. So I think he's going to potentially play all five if those two guys keep winning. So I'm going to go with him at 10-1 plus 1,000. Solid.
Okay. And for the overall Ryder Cup, we got USA minus 186, Europe plus 154. I'm staying the hell away from it. I'm Team USA all the way, but that minus 186 I don't really like. Couple fun bets I got for you here. A couple little prop bets. I think this is a must-win Ryder Cup for Team USA. Lost 9 of the last 12. If they lose this one with this firepower, they're in trouble. They're going to criticize a lot. And a fun little bet on there is USA to be leading after day 1, day 2, and day 3 at plus 185. So plus money for them to sweep the board. I really like that a lot. And then one just little dark horse, you might just want to tickle a little bit.
Just touch it.
Just touch it, okay? Top point getter in the whole competition. I'm going with a rookie.
Okay.
Now, this is just a flyer.
I went with the rook.
This is just a flyer.
Rook.
I think he might get sat in one of the early matches, but he's going to show some great form, and he's going to ride it all the way to a really good record, and hopefully it's the best record of all 24 guys. Scotty Scheffler, plus 4,100 to be the top point getter in the competition.
Scotty Scheff, top point getter, plus 4,100.
He's built for these things.
That's worth a tappy. That's worth just tap it.
He lost in the finals of the match play. He won a U.S. Junior. He's played on a Walker Cup team. He's got plenty of match play experience. This is a huge stage, but I don't think it bothers him. I think he shines this week.
4,100. You don't got to convince me. That's a little tappy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just touch it.
Just 1,000 on it.
Just 1,000. Yeah, 2 or 3 grand. I was thinking nothing weird.
All right. Well, you gonna tell me anything you like besides Patrick Cantlay, or is that it?
Of course not, dude. I'm gonna be betting A, tons of stuff, and B, I'm 100% gonna be hitting up the Ryder Cup Subpar boost bet, which is coming out soon.
It's coming out, yeah.
Get on that thing. Odds boost, bam, put a little on it, get paid a ton. That's
By the way,
how you get rich.
Our first odds booster hit with Justin Thomas in Alabama. Last week, Napa, we had Phil Mickelson, who did his job and shot under 70.5. the Arizona State Sun Devils let him down. So we're going to come up with something really fun this week. Stay tuned for that. But right now, FanDuel is letting you place your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. Just place a bet on any game or golfer, and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 back if you don't win your first bet. Seriously, there's no strings attached. Just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash. If you lose, you'll get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in site credit. I mean,
it's a free G-Bird. Are you going to say no to a free G-Bird? I don't.
If you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Go to FanDuel.com/subpar or download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started. Be sure to sign up with promo code SUBPAR so they know we sent you. SUBPAR, don't forget it. All right, must be 21 years and older and present in Arizona or New Jersey. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER or call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXTSTEP to 53342.
That's how you read.
Sleaze, I can't wait.
I'm ready, dude. I'm fired up. I already got the juices
Friday
going.
morning,
Butterflies.
7:05 local time. We are going to be on the first tee. Well, I am. I hope you are.
I'm going to be in the stands.
Okay, we are
Chanting.
going to be getting amongst it, rooting on Team USA. We are here all week. Three Sheeps Brewing Company. Come by, see us. Got tons of Birdie Juice merch available, also on the Golf.com pro shop. But come see us, come say hi. One guy already promised, he said, I can't wait to chug a beer in your face. I'm like, I'm not sure what I did to you, but it sounds incredible. Come
I don't
join
know,
us.
but I like the guy.
All right, we'll see you at Three Sheeps. That's going to do it for this week's Golf Subpar.